Hey, this is me building and strategizing my 400k per year profit solo consulting business right in front of your eyes with this little video series here that always follows the exact same structure. So the way that these things work is that we always start out with questions from the audience. This means that you can pop your question down below this video, and then I'll answer it in tomorrow's video, and then we have a nice flow of me helping you, which is, if you're watching this and you've clicked this thumbnail, you're probably my ideal customer, where you can get help from me and I can learn and get feedback and data from you, and it's a good engagement hack to get this channel out to more people, which is pretty cool. Then we do business stats. I show you all my numbers, and yeah, that's basically it, both like social growth but also business growth in terms of revenue, cash, costs. Then I run you through my to-do list, just to like explain what I'm doing today and the day tomorrow, and then we recap it, and then some live strategy. Because I have a simple goal in mind, which is to do $1 million a year in personal profit, with the simple rules that I can only take calls 3 days a week, and I need to operate my business at least 85% profit margins. So yeah, I'm sorry for the weird camera angle here. My girlfriend is there, so it's the crazy laptop angle here today, but I hope you'll survive. So yeah, this is the questions that we've gotten. I've been a little inconsistent with the uploading schedule of these. I used to do these videos in the morning, but now I've traveled for the past few days here. So that's just how it is, but we'll run this question up. So yeah, hi Fred, really respect the consistency despite a hectic schedule. Thank you, bro, I really appreciate that. So how many clients do you currently work with in your Done With You community, and what are some specific things that you've helped them with? Very good question, bro. So as of now, I think I have around, I would say 17 to 20 one-on-one clients. I should maybe have counted it. But the typical ideal customer profile and like the majority of the people that I work with fall in like, I would say 3 brackets. Either they are a done for you agency who are really good at what they're doing, who have now found themselves in a position where they are stuck revenue or cash wise, where they want to transition into consulting, or basically adding a more leveraged offer to their agency offer, right? So like a done for you agency that's been used to serving clients very hands-on, who now wants more leverage with different kinds of like deliverables to their core service, whatever it might be, right? It can be a, let's say, a conversion rate optimization agency who now wants to implement a lower ticket entry ticket funnel where maybe they sell CRO optimized templates, right? It can also be a CRO consulting offer where they teach CMOs or people, decision makers that they work with, on how to do CRO internally, or it can be their done for you, which will then be their highest tier of pricing and access, which can be high ticket. Then the second people that I work with are like very regular coaches, so like a fitness coach, a mindset coach, like people that have like an expertise that they're really good at, and not any like business background, and then who wants my help of scaling and operating it in a way where I consult them on what ads to run, team to hire, all of these things, right? And then there's like the third category, which is people who already have hybrid offers in place, who just want to scale or break past certain levels. Maybe they want to fix margins, these kind of things. So the ICP is, it's very simple. For me, it's just very important that people do at least 5K a month, because that is in my head. Then I know that they know sales, they typically have cases, and they typically have cash flow, so that they can start making better decisions inside of their business. And then they just need to be really good at one thing that can be delivered online, and then you're good to go off working with me, basically. I don't need anything more. Some specific things that I've helped these people with, very good question. So I think first of all, it is turning their knowledge into one core product and 3 deliverables, which instantly allows them to make more money and work with more people. Then it is definitely profit margins. I've helped a lot of people by fixing their margins, either by optimizing current processes, fixing their ad setup, making better decisions when it comes to hiring, or fixing their internal payrolls. Third thing is just like overall scaling with purpose, I would say. Scaling with purpose, I think that is, it's kind of broad, but it's like, how do I actually scale my business to the next level without sacrificing my joy for the business? Which typically means that they have to be in a position where they can think a little bit more long term, because those changes takes a long time, right? It's easy to implement a money back offer for someone who's good at sales and has traffic, and then make them a shit ton of money short term, but it's hard to implement a well-oiled machine and a good like long-term content strategy that strengthens brand, gets people through the door who actually are working with you because of you are you, and not just a money back offer, right? And yeah, paid, also a lot of like paid acquisitions, or like acquisition without you as the expert being involved. That's one of the main things that I focus on with my clients who are everything outside of business. That's a big goal typically, because that's typically what they hate. They love serving instead of selling. So I think a good question, and my answer becomes a little fluffy, because that's the whole point. The whole point is me doing a one-on-one mentorship, because it tailors solutions for people to their specific problems and their specific goals and dreams and aspirations with their business. I've had a hard time in the past only selling one offer to one group of people, where it's like, this is the only thing that works for you and everyone else, because that's not how business works. We're all designed differently. We're all good at different things. We all have different tasks that we enjoy, right? So it sounds a little fluffy, but that's basically what my resume kind of like allows me to help people with. Would be cool to see a recorded call with one of your clients as an example. I can definitely ask one of my one-on-one clients to ask if I can record the next session that I have with them. Also, what do you cover in your 3 weekly group calls? Good question, bro. So the 3 things that I cover in my, let's underline this, is Monday is a Q&A with me. So we answer all questions that can be like popped out through over the weekend, and like a general Q&A. It's 60 minutes. And then on every Wednesday, my head of sales in my own marketing agency hosts a 60-minute group call on appointment setting and sales. And then every Friday, I host a masterclass. That is 90 minutes, where I prepare a presentation. Typically, it is a topic that I've had a lot of questions doing my one-on-one calls throughout the week. People have texted me. Maybe it's a recurring theme in the consulting space, like maybe, for example, when school popped off like a few 1.5 years ago, that we did a masterclass on school, for example. So it's like it's these things that pops up. Then it's my job as the person who is like key opinion leader, almost the mentor. Then it's my job to like make something of it and then present it, right? So it's a way where I can deliver a high amount of value without having to make a level inside of a video course, all right? So it's like, if there's a lot of questions about retargeting ads, then me preparing a retargeting ads presentation and a guide, kind of like showing it to everyone, taking all the questions, and then giving people the recording and the guide afterwards, right? So it's like it's a way that I can fix bottlenecks for people on like in a leveraged way where people get a lot from it. So I really enjoy the masterclasses. And how do you make time? How do you make enough time for all of your clients so that they all feel properly cared for and heard? Pretty simple, bro. First of all, it's expectations, right? So I always tell people that what they buy from me is that they get 2 times of 45 minutes every month. They can ask me any questions that they might have on Slack, and then community access. So they know when I answer on Slack, they know that I answer typically 3 to 4 times per day, which means that you can text me at any time, and I'll basically answer you within 5 to 6 hours, with like a reasonable time frame, right? I tell people that sometimes I work weekends, sometimes I don't. Mostly I work weekends, but I mainly do it on tasks that are tasks that I cannot get done throughout the week. So it can be like more long-term content, more long-term program, these things. So I try to answer clients on weekends as well. So I think expectations first, but then at this point, like I know how much time it takes me to serve a client so that the client is happy. And you also realize that as long as you can just give people the result and transformation and support that they need, then it doesn't really matter how long it takes, right? So it's not from a standpoint of how can I work the least amount of possible, but how can I get my clients to where they want to be as fast and as good as possible, right? So I hope that makes sense, bro. It's yeah, sorry for a long question. Appreciate all the help, man. Of course, bro. Of course. So I think it's all about the offer, right? Like what I've sold for the past 9 months is time with me, right? The promise from my end has been, I promise you, I will serve you and help you every single day on Slack. I will spend 2 times of 45 minutes, and I'll be on 3 weekly group calls, right? The time has been promised where people have been, so I'm getting this much time with Fred, and Fred has done X, Y, Z in his own business. Then he can probably help me inside of my business if I spend this much time with him, and he becomes my mentor and advisor, external business partner, whatever you want to call it. So the promise from here has been very much like spend time with me, which is the things that I've talked about in the previous daily update. Is like it is scalable, but only to a certain extent, right? Because you're selling access, you're selling time, whereas you need more leveraged ways of getting people to where they are, to where they want to be, right? Which is why I'm spending a lot of time on building my video program, because at the end of the day, people just want to go from A to B. If I have a person in front of me who has a problem and wants it fixed and believes that I can fix it for them, if I tell them that the right solution for them is me spending 90 minutes with them every single month, then they will believe it, because I am the authority and they want what I'm having. They want the business that I have, they want the businesses that I've previously built, right? But if I tell them that the right solution for them is a video program, a kickoff call, and a driven community of like-minded, well, then that is what they'll also bet their money on, because they believe the things that I say, right? It's the same in fitness. If a fitness coach tells you you need to do this program in order to get bigger biceps, then you look at his biceps and you're like, holy shit, that's some big biceps, and I want the same. Then I'll do whatever this guy tells me to do. I'll do the workouts that he do. I will eat the food that he's doing, and I will sleep the exact amount of hours that he is doing, right? If he told you to do another thing, you would do that as well, because you give him authority, right? So I hope that makes sense, man. And I think I like this way of serving my clients. I have an 80% renewal rate on my offer, so it's the big time investment from my end, and all of the countless Slack messages and like the calls and the relationship that I built with people has definitely paid off. And it's also because I really like my clients. Like, they're some really, really cool people that I get to work with. Like, it's insane that these smart ass people want to work with me, you know. Bro, thank you so much for your questions, man. Like, I really appreciate you asking these. Like, it's some really good questions. I can tell you're very intelligent. So thanks, man. Next step is that we do business stats. So I'll quickly just run you through my numbers here. Let's definitely remove that. There we go. So let's see the daily updates. We have 75, and on the main account we got 6098. There we go. Let's give it another date there, and then we have 75. Blast Up isn't working. I checked it before, but we've dropped 3 followers. That's just life, you know. Yesterday was a 3010 day, but it was an agency client, and as you know, I have 2 partners in my agency, so I keep 33%, which is 1003, and then I paid for, let me check again, so that we can be specific here. You already know. ChatGPT, $21. There we go. So that is that's business numbers. I hope you can see it. Oh, you actually can't. There you go. You can see cash now, which is the same as rev. Very nice. To-do list. I took the whole day off. Can you imagine? I can't remember when I've taken a full day off. But if you don't know, I'm on family vacation, and it's Saturday, so it was the perfect day for me to just take time off, spend time with family. It was absolutely amazing. So I have done absolutely nothing today, and I can really recommend you, if you have a business, to some days like pull the plug. Like, it's like resetting a computer almost. You know, it gives you way better clarity. It's just way better for you as the founder, as the decision maker, to sometimes just like really zoom out, and then you can get back on track. So tomorrow it's Sunday. I'll do some planning. I'll do some mapping out the week, fix my calendar, sort some content and plan that out. So it's gonna be nice. For business strategy, not a lot. We had 4 questions in one today, and it's already been 15 minutes, and it's 10:30 p.m. here. So it's been a good day with family, and I'm looking forward to also getting some work done tomorrow. So I really appreciate you tuning in for the daily update. Again, if you have any questions, just like ask me anything. I'm literally an open book. So yeah, I really appreciate it, and then we'll just see each other tomorrow.